Welcome to our practice today. We're here on the grassy knoll. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Lots of yoga going on the grassy knoll, which reminds us that the teachings of yoga are here to assist us to see that yoga is happening all the time. And further, they say that the teachings of yoga are here, as it says in Sutra 1.3, Tadadastra Swarupe Avastanam, to help us experience a deeper truth. What is that truth, you say? Lots of ways it's expressed in the text and in teachings from all walks of spiritual life. It says in the Bible, God is love. And the purpose of the yoga teachings is to help us see this, that we are surrounded all the time by a beautiful cosmic force called love. So let's start on the mat. We're going to start standing. All right, I'll see you there. So let's rock back and forth on the feet just a little bit as you stand. You might bring the arms up and over the head as you do this and stretch up a little bit right, and stretch up a little bit left, and start just getting into some of those tight spots. Notice what it feels like to be you this morning. And eventually, give it a little shake, 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 shake out in the arms, shake out the right leg, shake out the left leg. Bounce a couple times in standing and eventually come home to stillness in you. Pause, close your eyes, feel your feet on the earth. Now lift and spread the toes nice and wide, and then drop the toes back down onto the earth. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the palms to face forward. That will assist the heart in opening ever so slightly. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lift the belly, drop the tailbone. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders back and down. Find the placement of your head where it lines right over the heart. And then allow for a big, full, beautiful inhale. Exhale out everything. Out through the mouth. Do that again. Big breath in. Exhale out everything. Let the eyes open and the heart open, and then reach your arms up, out and up. Catch a hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Lean it in earnest over to the left, pressing down through the right foot, lifting up to the heart. Back to center. Now drop that right hand down and reach the left fingertips over to the left as you root through the left foot. Maybe gaze up to get a little bit into the neck. Good. Inhale back to center. Reach that right arm up. Catch a hold of your left wrist now. With the help of your hands, the hands are rumored to be the motor organ of the heart. Stretch up, and we'll take that stretch over to the right-hand side with the assistance of your hand, right hand on your left hand, and deepen the opportunity to find some nice length on that left side. Breathe as you press down through the right foot, and breathe into the right side waist. It's a little harder to see, but you can with your breath and attention and awareness. And see if that doesn't adjust the pose and align a little deeper for you. Great. Inhale back to center, nicely done. Right arm stretches up, left arm stretches down. And let's just lean it on over here, a little more freestyle action, pressing down through the right foot. Fingertips stretch over to the left. Breathe along that right side waist. Yes. Great. Home to center, both arms up. Exhale, both hands down, shoulder width. Rotate the shoulders forward and back to floss into the shoulders a little bit. And then roll your shoulders forward. Reach the arms back behind you. Catch a hold of your hands. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then any amount begin to straighten out through the elbows and find that lift up the heart. So we're using our own hands here to assist in finding a little bit more lift in the heart, the front of the heart and the back of the heart. Notice what's going on in the tailbone. Drop it down, soften the front ribs, press your feet into the earth. Maybe look up a little bit. Give yourself a smile, inhale. And then exhale, hinge at the hips. We're gonna dive forward with the arms back behind you. Bend the knees, all that you need to bring the stomach to the thighs. The chest to the knees, maybe. Drop your head towards the shins below the knees. And then recommit to your arms, stretch up, and perhaps reach them up and over your head. Let a big, solid exhale happen, and maybe shake out your head. Get a little bit more room in those shoulders as the shoulders slide towards the tailbone. Lengthening the neck. Maybe draw the chin a little bit closer to the chest. Good. Recommit to the bend in the knees. Drop the hands down onto the earth. Lift and spread your toes. Drop them back down onto the earth. Now bring your weight into your heels. Round. And then stretch yourself all the way back up to standing. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands find each other at the heart. Pause, right? It was a modified sun salutation. Salute to the light within. Close your eyes, big breath in. Exhale out everything, and just notice if you feel just a little bit more alive. Might feel a little bit more lovey. A little bit more room. All right, nicely done. Hands on the hips. Let's widen our feet. A little wider than hips width apart. Lift up your right toes, spin the right foot forward to the right, bend the right knee and sink in. Reach the arms up for a Virabhadrasana 2 pose, and then we're gonna dance it out. Press through that right foot, straighten the right leg, reach up. Exhale, the right knee bends and the arms come down in alignment with the heart. 2 more. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, sink in with a... Finding this dance of breath and movement. Inhale up, exhale, sink in, let a happen this time. Bring the attention and awareness down into your feet. And notice when you bring your breath and awareness and attention into your feet, more is revealed in the feet, right? Where your attention goes, the prana goes, say the sages. Prana being our vital life force. Where are we putting our attention? Right elbow, top of right knee. Spin the left palm up. Reach the left arm up and over the head, finding that beautiful length as you hug the right hip in. Press down through the outer edge of your left foot and down through the ball of the big right toe. Little bit of navel to the spine, little bit of lift of the heart towards the right knee. Great, look down, and then spin the left hand down, right hand down, high up onto the left toes now. Drop the back knee, the left knee down, hop at the left foot, and then inhale, let's bring ourselves all the way up to a low lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale, both hands down, either side of that right foot, and then half Hanuman. Hips back, both hips come back. High up onto the right heel, spread the right toes, reach that right hip back, heart lengthens forward. You might come up into the fingertips. Traction in your heart forward. Lengthening the spine and the breath and your opportunity to see yourself more clearly. And then as you are ready, if it feels inviting, you'll humbly bow the ribs and drop yourself down towards the altar of that right hamstring. Breathing. Those of you in the Bindiya variety, you might come all the way to full Hanumanasana. One more inhale here. Exhale. Breathe in. As you lift the heart, exhale, let's come back to the shape of that low lunge. We'll take it for a twist. Left hand down, tuck the left toes under, lift up to the back of the left knee. Right hand into the right hip, sort of coax that right hip back and dial that right hip into its socket as you rotate the heart now over to the right. Find a big, beautiful twist. And you may choose to bring the right arm up to the sky and feel this from the heart, down the arms into the hands. And from the navel, down the legs into your feet. Breathe into the back body. Nicely done. Exhale, both hands down either side. And then straighten that right leg, coming to pyramid pose. You might come way up into the fingertips here. Reach that right hip back to lengthen the right side and the left side, pressing down through the feet. Most excellent. And then re-bend the right knee and step it back, right foot to the left, downward facing dog. You might wobble a little bit right and wobble a little bit left. Good. High up onto the tippy toes, drop the knees down onto the earth. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, toes point back. Let the heart lift and the tailbone lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. Little cow pose. Exhale. Halloween cat. A few more like that. With the effort, finding a little bit more room and space and length all through the body, but particularly from the tailbone up to the crown of the head into a central channel. The yogis call the Sushumna, which is our gracious channel. Yes, help it along and let it feel graceful. Letting that prana, that vital life force, that breath, that attention, that awareness dive into where you need it this morning. Just a little bit of movement and a little bit of breath. Great. Pause in the center. Retuck the toes, lift up through backs of both legs, stretch it back into downward facing dog. Let it happen. Keep the feet planted. Walk the hands back, 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 forward, fold. Root to the feet, slightly bend the knees, chin to the chest. Roll your way up. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Now let's give it a little cactus with the arms. Reach up through the heart, little baby back bend here. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, float the arms down along your sides. Hands on your hips. And let's re-step it out. Wide leg pose. Yep. Pause for a moment here and breathe. left side. Left toes lift up, you spin the toes towards the opposite end, short end of your mat. Bend the left knee, sink in. Finding this warrior two legs, Virabhadrasana, right? We're being warriors of love today. Reach the arms out wide. Great. Turn the palms up, straighten through that left leg. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, sink in. With your exhale, land. Breathe in as you stretch up. Exhale, sink in. One more like that. Breathe in. Exhale, we'll find our way to stillness in warrior two pose. Deep bend into that left knee, extend it out through the right. Lift of the belly, drop of the tailbone. Roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe keeping the gaze straight forward, right over the heart. Some of you may send the gaze over that left arm and breathe. And tether your breath to the feeling of friendliness. That's the first suggestion on how we might find this yoga, this deeper experience of love. Soften where you can, especially the eyes and the jaw. Let it happen. Let the pose have you. Great. Left forearm to left thigh. Spin the right palm up and reach that right arm up and over the head. Finding a big, beautiful stretch in the side waist. Strengthening for the legs, nice and stretchy for the lungs so we can really dive into our breath. Great. Look down onto the earth. Spin, spin, spin. Right hand down, high up onto the right toes. And then let's find some room in our hips as we drop the right knee down and untuck the right toes. Let it happen. And land. And this might be plenty, but if you'd like to play with these alignments of being grounded and open and available in the heart, you'll rest down through the legs, especially that left foot and that right shin, and bring yourself all the way up. Spinning the palms towards each other. Scoop the tailbone down towards that left heel, sink in, up through the pinky fingers, back through the thumb. One more breath here. And let's exhale it out with both hands down either side. Take it for another twist here. Tuck the right toes under, lift up through the right leg. Now lengthen the heart forward. And then press down through that right hand, left hand in the right hip. Hug that left hand on the left hip and hug that left hip in. And then as you're ready, you'll begin to open the heart once again as you twist and breathe. And perhaps extending that left arm up to the sky. Palm faces away from you. And then notice if you would like to have your head just as she is, maybe gazing down towards the earth, feels more inviting. Maybe sending the gaze up towards the fingertips of the left hand. Notice where it feels lovely for you and follow the love. Right? Very personal practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great. And then let's come back down onto the earth. Half Hanuman. Hips back, high up onto the left toes. Spread the left toes. You might come up into the fingertips. Roll the left hip back and feel the hips aligned and the spine long and the heart open. This might be just where it's at for you today. but it might feel nice to dive down, breathing, enjoying, feeling what it feels like to be you today. And as you run into these tight spots, you might say not only, hello, I see you. Seeing clearly is the medicine. Some of you may come to full Hanumanasana. As my teacher, Eric Schiffman, likes to say, the advanced practice is not only I see you, but I see you and I love you. Breathe in. Stay steady on your exhale. Inspired on your next inhale. Make your way back to low lunge. Tuck the right toes under, lift up through the right leg. From here, we'll step it back into downward facing dog. Big, beautiful shape here. Feel your hands on the earth. Come high up on the tiptoes. Lift your tailbone high to the sky. Drop your head and shake it out. Widen the collarbones, front and back. Feel powerful in your arms, strong in your legs, and surrender now. Let the heels disappear behind the toes, may or may not come down onto the earth. You sort of lift the belly up into the rib cage. Tailbone guides to the sky. Heart melts down towards the earth. One more inhale. Exhale out everything. High up on the toes, yogis, nicely done. Let's come back down to that cat-cow and circulate all that big, loving, beautiful energy. Let it circulate through your whole body. Great. Widen your knees, drop the toes together, and gently, I'm gonna turn this way, easier to see. Yeah. And then gently drop the hips back down towards the heels, arms reach out in front of you, heart melts down to the earth, drop your head. Finding the big full breath here. Exhale out everything. Take a moment here and rest. This is a beautiful place to breathe into the back of the heart. The sides of the heart. In front of the heart. And find the heart center. Balasana pose, often called child's pose. It's also called strength pose. Finding our power and our strength to consciously choose to live closer to our own heart. Stay here and breathe in your meditation, or let the head lift. I'm going to wind up our practice today. Walk the fingertips back. And we'll scooch around And we'll find our way back to a seated pose, comfortable seated pose for you. Snuggle in, get comfy. Grounded on the earth. A little bit of lift in the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Let it happen as the tailbone drops. Eventually, let's find the placement of our palms together in prayer position, also called Namaste. Bring it right home to the heart center. Close your eyes and feel the love within. Soften the eyes and the jaw. Smooth out the breath. You might notice as you really settle in and relax and breathe. And just subtle joy. And a sure love. It comes into view. Yes. And then bow your head to your own heart. The love in me sees the love in you. And take a moment for yourself and allow that love in your heart to extend out to the world. And guide your head right back, nice and tall, crown of the head lifts. Thank you for sharing your love. Beautiful. Namaste.